Yeah, every time you hit the front door, it just repeats it.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm
Hi.
on Kerbal Space Program.
Hi, babe. Good night, babe.
Good night, babe.
Sweet dreams, babe.
Dreams, babe.
I love you, babe.
Love you too, babe.
Bye, babe.
Bye,
And the
babe.
Sith left.
Something, babe. I'm just saying babe at this point because babe.
If Seth comes back, tell him that I obviously went to bed.
Okay.
I think he was here just long enough to hear you say
Yeah.
that already, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll tell him you
Hi.
said fuck off.
No.
Oh my god,
night.
you're so cute. I love you. Bye.
Bye, Ham.
See ya.
In space. No. Hey, that's my
See you
line.
in space. Yes.
It's my line, goddammit. It was really
Not
funny.
anymore.
I had someone recently comment saying like, "You always say this, but you never take us there." And then I'm like, points at StarMade videos and Everspace and this. Yes, I do. Not in Kerbal Space Program, but I do in plenty of other games.
Yeah, you never go to space in Kerbal anymore.
No, not really. It's just not my thing.
Space
I
is
like the
kind of boring
planes.
to go to.
Well,
Like,
the main thing
in
is that
Kerbal.
it just takes too long. That's the
Yeah,
only
exactly.
that's my main problem with it. Is like it's not like it's really exciting, like launching to orbits and landing, but then the stuff in between I could do without. But I don't want to just like use MechJeb or whatever to do it for me, because it's like then everyone's like, oh, you're cheating, oh, you can't do this on your own, blah blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's
also,
just boring.
It's also a pain to assemble anything of decent launching power.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, yeah, I have to spend like 2 hours building a rocket that fits all my needs.
Well,
And, oh hey, I
yeah,
might
it's
actually have to assemble
well,
it in
when
orbit,
it's
you
when
know?
it's when I want to make something that looks good and performs well, then yes, I agree with you. But just to make something that works, though, it's incredibly easy to make something ridiculous that flies. Like my
Yeah.
favorite thing that I've done is I have a highlight of it on my channel, and it's from a stream. Where
Well, I mean, I made
someone was
something
like, oh, you should go to what's it called? You should go to Jewel. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go to Jewel because you're asking me to. But I'm just gonna let you know, I don't feel like spending an hour to make a really nice ship and keep doing test flights and all that. So I'm just gonna go to Jewel. It's not gonna be fancy. So then I literally took out 5 parts and flew to Jewel.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a cockpit, a fuel tank, an engine, a decoupler, another fuel tank, another engine.
Wow.
Wait, cockpit, fuel tank, engine, decoupler, fuel tank, another engine. Oh, that's 6 parts. Huh. I could have sworn it was 5 parts, because I remember counting them to then post, to label that my thing for the, for the video. But I guess it was 6, because it was, like I said, it was cockpit, fuel tank, engine, decoupler, fuel tank, engine. So I guess it was 6 parts and I miscounted. But still, the point is, it looked like shit, but it flew to Jewel just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this was before the aerodynamics were improved, but that's not that much of a difference. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get off Discord because I'm recording a video and I'm gonna do some other stuff, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Good night! Oh god, this is taking forever,
What's taking forever?
making this video.
Oh.
I've been recording for 41 minutes already.
Oh.
Because it's a bunch of... The main thing
It's
is that...
all F-22s.
Huh?
It's all F-22s, right?
Yeah. Why isn't this turning? Does this... Oh, this has no turning capability on the wheel. Oh, this is great. That's something I'm gonna have to fix. Alright. Steering enabled. Wow, did that correctly guess the right direction to go? Cool, it did. Oh dear. Overturning. This one looks the best, I think. No surprise, it's by Suleiman. I was gonna say, I was like, this one looks the best, and then I looked over at the chart to see who made this one, and I'm like, oh, it's Suleiman. Okay, yeah, he makes good looking shit. So yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna basically get a bonus episode out of this one because, like I said, I'm just kind of steadily recording, and I'm just gonna put in like the little extra bits where I'm talking to you as like a second video, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Rambly.
Yeah, rambly slambly. But it's fun. So the first thing I was going to do is just give everyone 4 Sidewinders, 2 Flares, AI, and Weapon Manager. The problem with that was that I then spent like 10 minutes of them flying around and no one getting a kill because the flares.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave them...
So less flares?
Huh? No. So I gave everyone guns.
Oh yeah, of course you'd want guns on those, yeah.
And... yeah, at first I didn't want to do guns because it was going to be difficult to place them. So instead what I compromised on is I decided to place the guns on the edge of the cockpit instead of above the wing on the right side like it normally would be. So every plane has the guns on the right side of the cockpit and the ammo box on the left side of the cockpit.
Okay.
And so every plane, you know, their designs are a bit different, and it makes it a little bit difficult to necessarily place the different parts for weaponry. Mm-hmm. But I did, with one exception, every plane has everything in the same place, so it's really fair that way. And the one exception is that one of them, the way it's designed, you can't really place the AI and Weapon Manager down the center back like I was doing on the others. So on that one, it has it on the forward fuselage / beginning of the wing panel kind of section, just above the intakes on each side.
I'm really interested in seeing them fight each other.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. So the thing I decided, a bit of a spoiler warning, the thing I decided with after the first combat, because what happened, I had to call the first one off when there was still one plane on each side, because one of them ran out of ammo, and the other one was refusing to kill it off, even though it still had ammo. And so I decided to do a points system. And I just remembered I forgot to put something in here.
Wait, are you doing all of them at once, or are you doing like brackets, like tournament brackets?
I'm doing 2 planes of each design versus 2 planes of another design, and I'm doing every combination. So one person versus the second person, one versus the third versus second, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay, because I was thinking having like a bracket format would work.
I'm thinking about, after I do this like initial round of everyone versus everyone, taking the best out of each, like...
yeah, having like a semifinals.
Yeah. That would definitely have to be another video though, because this is already taking way too long.
I should make I should work on my my planes storyline thing. Because I want to get that done, but it's like I'm not very far into it. I should probably put the year next to them as well. While loading up Kerbal, I just saw something on one of the on one of the images. You know, one of the loading images. So there's a box that says new tech, and then printed in kind of black text it says never touched by Kerbal hands, it actually works.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like Will and Grace, yeah. Never noticed that before.
I also find it funny that with the point system, the way I set it up, right now, after the first round, one of them has -2 points and the other one has -1 point. Basically, well, again, I guess slight spoiler warning. So in the first one of the planes crashed into the ground, one of the planes damaged another plane, and then one of the planes shot down another plane. And then the one that was damaged ran out of ammo, and then the one that was left that wasn't, there was one left, there were two left, one that was damaged and one that wasn't. The one that was damaged had no more ammo. The one that did have ammo was being kind of stupid and never bothered to actually fire on the other one, even though it had plenty of opportunity to. And so I just had to call it at that point.
I just had an amazing idea.
So
although...
wait, let me say this. So I decided 1 point for killing an enemy plane, and then everything else is negative. Minus 0.5 for running out of ammo, minus 0.5 for receiving damage but not dying, minus 1 for losing a plane to the enemy, so, you know, getting one destroyed, and minus 2 for losing a plane due to crashing. Because like I said, one of them actually just straight up just decided to plow into the ground, and it's like, and it's not that its AI was destroyed and then it just, you know, dumb flew. It actually had the AI still on board, but it just decided to crash, and it's like, all right, well, fuck you then. So what was your idea?
And this would be more of something that, like, you know, you'd have to have a fairly large follower base for, I guess. But I was thinking, like, if this idea had come up earlier, then you could have, like, made something on your website. And yes, I know it would be quite a bit of
I'm
work.
thinking about doing that after I'm done with this, because right now I'm just putting it in a gist on GitHub, but I could definitely make something for it.
No. That I hadn't gotten to my point. So you know how, like, in some, like, Twitch chats, how there's, like, almost like a betting system, you know? You know, with, like, coins or whatnot, like the heist systems and all those. I was thinking, like, having something like that, but, like, for this, which would be kind of cool.
And, like, using those to decide which planes to fly?
I can't tell what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm eating food.
Yeah, I can tell.
Do you mean using something like that to decide which planes to fly?
No. So like, you know, have like viewers like give each
like bet on which ones they think are gonna win?
Yeah, and have them, like, you know, start off with a certain number of points, like, on your website, and as results come in, you know.
That'd be pretty cool.
And have, like, it be an episodic thing, like BattleBots, you know, tournament style, like I had been talking about.
If I did that, I would add a thing to have people be able to vote for which designs to use, which to compete with. Because I definitely can't do them all, and that's the problem I'm having with plane reviews. In fact, you've just indirectly given me an idea for how to carry out plane reviews from here on in.
Oh, have a
I'm
voting
gonna I'm gonna add a voting thing to the crafts.
And you have to make sure it's, like, once per IP.
No, what I'm gonna yeah.
Because
technically,
you know,
I should do it that way, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so you have to have an account on my site to do it. And it's really easy to create duplicate accounts, but I'm not going to worry about that.
You'll just be like,
if someone abuses the system, they care enough to get... if someone abuses... The way I see it, if someone abuses the system to do that, to get, like, their plane voted up higher... if it's super obvious, then I'm just going to straight up ban them and, like... Obviously, they could come back under a different name, but I'm just going to straight up, like, probably ban them. But if someone does it enough to where I don't notice they're doing it, and it just means they want it bad enough, I'm like, okay, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyhow, bye again for a little bit while I do the second fight. God, almost an hour and I've only gotten one fight done. And there's 10 that I got to do right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so 9 more to go. I agree.
What?
7 more fights to go. You yawned, so I said I agree.
Okay.
It's been pretty interesting. Because the way I'm doing the order I'm doing them in, it's been the same 2 against the second pair, then the third, then the fourth, and now finally the fifth. And it's been a different winner each time.
Interesting.
Yeah. The first time it was the second competitor, the second time it was the first competitor, the third time it was the, what would that be, the fourth competitor. And so now it's the first versus the fifth.
Does starting position have any reflection on how balanced the fights are?
No. It definitely shouldn't. And
Okay.
based on what's happened so far, I'd say it probably doesn't, because every fight that's happened so far, it's been it hasn't seemed to play any role at all.
Okay.
Yeah, because like just the way it happens every time is different, even though the starting positions are the same. So
Okay.
it's definitely not a factor.
Oh yeah, and they circle each other before they actually fight, don't they?
It's using BD Armory competition mode, so they both go to a certain distance from each other and then turn and engage.
Okay.
And for
don't
a
really
moment
use
I was
BDA,
worried there
so I
might be an
wouldn't know.
advantage to A team or to one side versus the other or something like that, but there definitely doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Guard out.